Hello there, from the Engineering Infinity channel. In this video tutorial, I will teach you how to pass a civil engineering interview. Please do watch this tutorial from the beginning, right through to the end, because I promise you it will make a big difference to your preparation. Now, before I get into those civil engineering interview questions and answers, a very warm welcome to this training tutorial. I do that specifically by giving you top-scoring answers to the most common type of questions that will come up during your interview. Please do make sure you subscribe to the channel by clicking the red button below the video, and then you won't miss out on any of the weekly videos that I'm uploading. And I would also appreciate your support if you gave the video a like. Thank you very much. Okay, let's get straight into those civil engineering interview questions and answers.
1. Why are you interested in this position?
What made you apply for the job? This is usually an opening question that interviewers ask to act as a foundation for the questions to follow. It may also seek to ascertain whether you are a good fit for the job right from the start. Be smart and sell yourself.
I am an experienced civil engineer with vast knowledge of infrastructural designs and maintenance. The job description for this position, therefore, fits my expertise. I also believe that I have all it takes to excellently perform the roles that this position outlines and increase value to your company.
2. What are the roles of a civil engineer?
Do you understand your job description? Civil engineers are different from other engineers, given their unique roles in construction. When answering this question, you can either use the provided job description or list some of your roles in your former workplace.
Civil engineers are mainly tasked with planning, designing, and overseeing the construction and maintenance of different structures such as airports, roads, and power plants. They are generally grouped into two: consultants and contracting engineers. The former work in office settings where they primarily plan and come up with the necessary project design outlines, whereas the latter implement these designs during construction.
3. What are the qualities that a civil engineer require to be effective?
Every job has its unique set of qualities, even though some may cut across. While answering this question, think about some of the qualities or traits that have played a significant role in your career as a civil engineer. This will help you mention only role-specific attributes.
A civil engineer should be an excellent decision maker and problem solver, given the nature of their job. They must have incredible organizational and writing skills to handle large work volumes. One must also have good leadership and communication skills, since they are at times tasked with leadership roles. Other skills are math skills and creativity.
4. What is the main challenge that you faced during your last role? How did you manage it?
Every job has its fair share of challenges, which you are expected to overcome independently or solve with the help of your employer. This question seeks to understand whether you are a good problem solver who can think outside the box to come up with solutions or not. Convince the interviewer that you are the right person for the job.
The main challenge that I faced during my last role was dealing with clients who suggested taking shortcuts to finish the projects faster. Some also offered alternative means and ideas that would see them save money. I had to stand my ground and convince them that it was unethical and damaging to my company's reputation. Most of them understood. For those who did not, I referred them to senior management.
5. Describe your daily routine.
What do you usually do as a civil engineer? The reply to this question depends on whether you are a contracting engineer or a consultant. All in all, pick out a busy day and describe it to the interviewer. Also, do not mention irrelevant activities such as dropping children to school.
My day starts early, and how it proceeds depends on the issues that need to be tackled. I am a contracting engineer, and therefore, most of my day is spent on the construction site. I report early and hold meetings with the workers and supervisor to discuss what needs to be done or improved. I then ensure that all safety requirements have been met before commencing work. I will then guide them on the building of the structure and supervise whatever activity they undertake. When called upon, I may report to the office to brief senior management on our progress and even prepare reports when needed.
6. Briefly describe your experience.
The interviewer wants you to summarize your experience in civil engineering. Be wise to mention a few unique roles in some of the places you have worked, the positions you have held, and a few other things that may bring out the value in you as an employee.
This is my 7 years as a civil engineer. I started as a junior engineer working under a team of senior engineers. I was tasked with relatively lighter tasks, such as ensuring that all the safety requirements were adhered to before construction commences. In my 4th year, I was made a lead engineer tasked with overseeing a team of other engineers. I have since held interim management and supervisory roles, which have helped me in this career.
7. What is the right strategy and mindset required for this role?
Every job requires a unique way of working and perspective. This question is usually asked to ascertain whether you are the perfect fit for a given job. We advise that you mention a strategy and mindset that has seen you succeed in this field. Be wise to mention only job-specific strategies and mindset.
I have realized that the best strategy in this job is to prioritize teamwork. A company cannot successfully execute engineering projects without the input of different parties. As a civil engineer, I have realized that making everyone in the construction team feel special gives them the push and morale needed to post excellent results. As for the right mindset, one needs to be result-oriented. The final work judges an engineer's worth. We must therefore focus on the last results when going about their roles.
8. Mention a challenge that you foresee in this role.
Always ensure that you have conducted a level of research before stepping into the interview room to know some of the challenges faced by professionals. When answering this question, make sure that you are honest with the interviewer.
I do not always term them as challenges, but small obstacles that we can easily overcome. I have gone through your company's work policy, and I am glad that you have curbed some of the problems we as civil engineers face. However, I have realized that you have a long chain of command regarding site decision-making, which can be pretty inconvenient if faster decisions need to be made. I am sure that you have your reasons for such a policy and would be willing to adhere to it, but we can always work on a different means in case of anything.
9. How do you stay motivated at work?
This is a common question in interviews that seeks to understand where you get your push from. When answering such a question, do not mention the extrinsic rewards that the job offers, such as a good salary or promotions. It would help if you used this opportunity to sell yourself.
I am passionate about structures. I always looked at large buildings in awe when growing up and even dreamt of owning one. Therefore, whenever I am tasked with a construction project, the passion deep within acts as a fuel that sees it to completion. I also love working with different people and getting to know more about them and their differences. My job brings me so much joy that I am always motivated.
10. In your experience, what are some of the problems that using pumping for concrete work brings?
This is a technical question assessing your experience in a specific area of civil engineering. Make sure that you are eloquent and straight to the point. Also, answer this question confidently to convince the interviewer that you indeed understand your area of expertise.
The main problems that pumping causes in concrete work are segregation and bleeding. This is usually caused by the force exerted by the pumps. However, these problems can be corrected by increasing the amount of cement to enhance cohesion. Also, properly selecting aggregate grading can help improve the pumping ability of concrete, thus preventing these two problems.